We all recognize Lord Ganesha by one extraordinary feature, the head of an elephant upon a human body. But have you ever wondered why an elephant? How did Ganesha come to have this remarkable form? To understand that, let us first return to the traditional story. According to one of the popular versions of the story, goddess Parvati created a young boy and asked him to guard the entrance. She gave him one instruction: do not allow anyone to enter. The boy obeyed. Soon, Lord Shiva arrived. But the boy did not know who Shiva was. He only knew that Parvati had asked him to guard the entrance. So he stopped Shiva and a confrontation followed. Eventually, Shiva severed the boy's head. When Parvati discovered what had happened, she was overcome with grief and anger. To restore the boy, Shiva instructed his attendants to bring the head of a suitable being they encountered. They returned with the head of an elephant. The elephant's head was placed upon the boy's body and he was restored to life. He became Ganesha, the lord of the Ganas, and was given the honor of being worshipped before important beginnings. But this brings us back to the question, why an elephant? To explore that, perhaps we should first look at the elephant itself. An elephant is not merely the largest land animal. Its presence can shape the environment around it. During dry periods, elephants can dig for water hidden beneath dry riverbeds, making water accessible to other animals as well. As they move through dense vegetation, they can create pathways. As they travel, they carry seeds across long distances, helping new plants grow. Even their footprints can collect rainwater and become tiny habitats for smaller forms of life. There is another extraordinary feature of the elephant, its trunk. It can perform tasks requiring immense strength, yet also make delicate movements with remarkable precision. So, elephants do not simply live in an ecosystem. They are ecosystem engineers. They help shape it. They find resources. They create paths. They carry seeds. They transform landscapes. They are powerful yet highly sensitive to their surroundings. Now, let us return to Ganesha. Ganesha is known as Vignaharta, the remover of obstacles, and Siddhivinayaka, the giver of accomplishment. An elephant does not merely overcome obstacles in its own path. Through its movement and actions, it can also shape the environment and create opportunities for other forms of life. Similarly, Ganesha symbolizes not only the removal of what stands in our way, but also the opening of possibilities that allow us to move forward toward accomplishment. And obstacles are not always physical. Sometimes they are fear, confusion, indecision, or simply the inability to see a way forward. Perhaps this is what makes the elephant form so meaningful. In yogic and tantric traditions, Ganesha is associated with Muladhara, the root or foundation. This is an interesting connection. At the foundation of life, every being must learn to survive, adapt, find what it needs, remain stable, navigate obstacles. This gives us another way to look at Ganesha's form. Before representing higher wisdom, Ganesha may also invite us to reflect on something more fundamental, the intelligence of life itself to survive, adapt, and move forward. Of course, the symbolism does not end with the elephant. His large head can remind us to think beyond narrow perspectives. His large ears can remind us to listen deeply before reacting or judging. His small, focused eyes can represent concentration and clarity. And then there is his vehicle, the mouse. The mouse is often symbolically associated with restless desire. always searching, seeking, and moving from one thing to another. Yet the mouse carries Ganesha. The symbolism is clear. Desire should serve wisdom, not rule over it. When we put it all together, Ganesha's form becomes a remarkable image of intelligence. In conclusion, this does not necessarily prove that these were the original reasons behind Ganesha's elephant head, but they open up some fascinating symbolic connections. That is the beauty of Ganesha's form. The more closely we look, the more there is to explore, from mythology to nature, from nature to symbolism.